Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to City Skylines Remastered, live here on the PS5. We are ready to expand a little bit more. As promised, I went ahead and finished changing those roads over where applicable. I haven't done it on the bottom here yet because that might be getting reworked once we get trains. More on that in a second. I also went ahead and just added a splash of colour into our park and reconnected up all the fences, you know, seeing as we broke some of those fences when we upgraded the roads last time out. I've done a little bit of re-specialisation over here, so there was a little bit of residential here. We have a big demand for industrial right now, so I went ahead and threw in some offices just here to take out that residential block just there behind the commercial. I also went ahead and districted the village slightly, so I put in a specialisation. I put in the European suburbia, and that has wiped out all of the houses that were there, and they are slowly coming back bit by bit. So this is still ongoing. As you can see, we've still got some new buildings popping in, being constructed, but these I think a little bit more in keeping with what you might find in a village, you know, more of a European village style than before. The roofs are a little bit severe for me, but yeah, they're good enough. They're close enough to a cottage, just not quite old enough looking, not authentic enough, I think. But that's that. I went ahead and added in a couple of pipes just to make sure that everything over here had some water. I've gone in and thrown in some warehouses up here just for some general storage, because obviously we've got our bakery up and running now. And then over here I've just added in a new potato field and just added in an extra couple of little businesses here in Min's Market, our little organic produce market. And that's pretty much it. One other thing I did was I went ahead and I drew in a roundabout because we want to start spreading out into this fourth tile. So I want us to be able to have a road that comes off this way and breaks out over here. I want to have this main route carry on over the water here, so it runs all the way down there. And I also want to have a road that comes off this way, because we have got a highway over here, and once we get a tile over here we can build in this area and connect to the highway over there as well. So that's kind of a quick update as to where we are and what needs to be done. As you can see, nothing really going on with my warehouses at the moment. Let's start putting them onto a... Let's see, do I have to choose, or can they just store anything? Let's choose animal products in that one. Let's choose farming products. This one I want flour for the bakery. Let's see, instead of animal products we've got the other stuff. Just go goods, generic industry goods in that one, and then animal products in that one, from the farming zone, and then flour in that one. I think that'll work. Ibn Marcel, Hemming, Chandlers, Mr. Watter, good to see you guys. Got a little bit of a noise issue over there. I also reworked one of the bus routes slightly because it was just a little bit problematic. So with the road changes, but nothing substantial. Right, why am I not getting anything over here? What's the warning? Is that telling me I don't have enough goods or not enough natural resources? Oh, I see. I'm not in a good enough agricultural zone, I think. Yeah, that's not really in a great place. Probably needs to be about here. Okay, let's move that then. Let's just extend our road out a little bit more. And let's move that area, so I've got to rezone the... It's just one thing after another, isn't it? There we go, let's just extend our industry out this way a bit. It's a shame you can't paint in additional resources for a farm area. Right, so let's try moving that now. There we go. Let's see if that works a little bit better there. There we go. So, how we can put something in there. I'm not quite sure what yet. Obviously, something that's going to grow, like crops or orchards, not really a good idea. I wonder if greenhouses would work there. Or would it also be the same issue? Let's give it a try. Let's try putting in some greenhouses. So let's put another crop field back in. And that was automatically zoned as greenhouses. And yeah, again, not enough resources. Okay. Don't really have anything else to put in there unless we go with some more animals. Got lots of sheep here. Let's go ahead and drop in a cattle shed. And a milking parlour. I've just broken my power connection, but that's okay. We can fix that in a second. Let's slow time down as well. There we go. Let's change one of these animals. Flip it over to that side of the road. Let's do the same with this one as well, actually. Let's go with some cows in that one, and we'll go with Highland cows in that one. So we've got the potential of doing some beef as well when we add in a slaughterhouse. Oh, there we go, nice. We have unlocked new stuff. And there is the slaughterhouse. That's worked out quite handy. This thing's big, very big. I don't think I can really realistically fit that over here. I've just realised we've got all this organic land over here. We could probably repurpose this, move this industrial park, turn this into a farm area, and maybe put an industrial park here. I wonder if that's going to be a better idea. Flip them over, move Stroll Industrial Park to here, and then move the farm over here. It's going to take a lot of work to do that. I'll think about that, and I might do that off camera, because that would be quite involved. Power. Do I still actually need that power line there? No, we are connected there, so I can actually get rid of this power line. There we go. Alright, so let's start planning how to expand out this way. I did actually unlock, while everything was rebuilding over here in the village. There you can see I've got the European Suburbia pack on the village itself. That's something that's new. It actually shows you the little pack that you've attached to your district. I quite like that. Makes it very easy to see at a distance, you know, what's what. I did actually hit the 9,500 milestone, so We have unlocked trains, monorails, cable cars, some new policies, a couple of new roads, some new buildings as well, as you can see here. Got the yoga garden, a basketball arena. We've got quite a few stations that we've got unlocked. We've also unlocked the hydro power plant, but we're probably not going to use that. So let's go ahead and, before we start expanding, let's look at putting our station in somewhere over here. That's a cargo station, isn't it? Okay, so I've got to decide what sort of station I want. We could go with a regular train station, which is a little bit blah. I think we could go with not necessarily a hub, but certainly one of these content creator train stations. So I've got a ground island platform station there. I do quite like the idea of this one. That would have a little side street for the station itself, which I do quite like the idea of, potentially. Let's just take this bit of track out. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, so that one gives us a car park. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. We could drop that in there. There's a lot of tracks on that one there. Right, let's try and line this up a bit better. So, let's bring this out just a touch. Like so. We can put a nice little break of plantings or something down there. Now, is this the PS5 remastered version? It is. Right, so where were we? This is the station we were looking at. There we go. Let's try dropping it about there. Kind of central. Let's just take that bit of track out like that. Where is the train? There it is. So that's automatically going to merge them all in there, I see. Okay. We do need to rework this slightly. Actually, I wonder... Can I do this without having to really rework the rail line too badly? Yeah, we don't want an elevated one. I need that to be about here. Going to be tricky. Evening, Anthony. Must be placed roadside. Ah, you git. It's going to make me do this. Ideally, what I want is this road to... Right, let's take this road out. This road needs to be here, effectively, by the look of it. Not quite. Let's try going out one more space. That's pretty close. Now, can I run two roads side by side here? Just about. We'll make this a little one-way street. Let's just move that along so it's a bit more central. Well, that's about the same. I need to put this out the way so I can actually move it where I want to put it, which is there. Evening, Mark. Yeah, I used to play City Skylines on the PS4 a lot. I haven't really played it much for a long time, as my regular viewers will attest to. But I did figure, with City Skylines 2 coming out at some point later this year, it'd be nice to try and get back in the swing of things with the remastered version before that happens. There we go. That's a smoother little curve. That's kind of what I was trying to do. What are these new emotes? Yeah, I noticed those. I didn't know if it was something purely for me or not. We can throw hearts, smiley faces, party celebrations, surprise space 100. I think that's it. You saw my Canada race today, what a disaster. Yes, the safety car really did screw me over in that one. we were all set to win that Grand Prix, and the safety car just, yeah, didn't help us at all. Right, so we got our first train station in. This is only at the moment going to be used by external connections. But obviously we've got through lines, we've got bypass routes here. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of upgrading on these roads. So we do want one way. I wish I had normal one-way street that was just single lane. I don't know if that's in an upcoming patch that hasn't been made available for the PS5 remaster yet. I hope so, I really do. So what we are going to have to do is make do with slip road. It means cars are going to be absolutely flying around here, but it's better than nothing. Change direction. So there we go, we've got our one way in, one way out of the station area. we can go ahead and just put in a few little decorations here. I wonder if I go to the parks, will those flower beds fit, or are they going to be a bit too big? A little bit too big. Plus I need to upgrade that road first as well. So let's go ahead and go and do that. Now, I didn't do this this road earlier because I didn't know what I was going to do down here. But now we've got it in. Let's go ahead and do what we were doing with the other stuff. Let's create this little... I'm snapping, aren't I? I want to turn off... What do I want to turn off? I want to keep the angle. I want to keep road length. I want to keep the grids. It might not let me do it because of that station. Okay, that is frustrating. Let's see if I can squeeze it in this way. Oh, I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I? Upgrade. That way. There we go. Will it let me do this? No, it won't because of this. Okay. Screw it. We'll make a more substantial change to the rail line. We'll bring this out a little bit further. There we go. There's our nice little crossings to access the path. Very useful for our station access as well for pedestrians. Have you missed much, Corey? No, we've only been going for about 20 minutes, not much. Just did a little recap of the stuff I did off camera, and we've got the station up and running. Well, we did briefly have it up and running. So let's go to here. If we have the station going out to about here, let's bring this to there. And then again, we want to bring that to about there, and then we can curve that around. It's a bit more severe than I was expecting. There we go. Now we can probably get flower beds in there. Do we not want fire beds? Is the airport in this version? It has been made available for the remastered version. I just don't have that content pack. What was I about to do? Station, yes. So let's go back to the station that we were looking at. But actually, let's see. Have we got a smaller station that we could maybe go with? Something that is just a single line. That's an elevated one. I don't want elevated. That's also elevated again. Don't want elevated. Elevated. Let's back to this one then. Let's drop it in. Let's rework the rail connection slightly. So over here I can be a little bit more progressively smooth with that curve. That's okay. I'm going to turn off road guidelines. Still trying to snap me. There we go. It's a little bit more severe than I would like, but I mean it's still low speed because it's the approach to the station in theory. So that's not too unrealistic like that. We'll go ahead and try throwing in some flower beds just for some nice little bit of decoration. Oh wow, they're much smaller than I thought they were going to be. Wow, yeah, very small. Okay, we'll try something else. Let's go ahead and upgrade the road back to the freeway so we can get this nice little bit of one way in. There we go, change direction on that last piece. Alright, there we go, so we've got our side access there. So given it's done that, let's just go ahead and plant in some vegetation instead. Don't have the space to put in a bush, apparently. Do that. Let's put a little bit of pathway in for the people that are using the footpaths, which there are some. Oh yeah, there's no I didn't even think about that. There we go. Because there's no pathways on slip roads, so you can't really do much with pedestrians. That's a little bit of a workaround. Again, I'm hoping that when we do get the patch at the end of summer, that it will allow us to have single lane standard roads rather than having to use highway off and on ramp things, slip roads like that. There we go, we've got a little bit of pathway. I'm actually going to take a couple of these trees out just to clear the visual of that up a bit. There we go. And we've got somewhere for our pedestrians to cross to get into the station. Alright, there we go. So, that's all we can really do there until we get another station zone kind of built. And that's going to be a little while yet. So, we'll leave it like that for now. Let's start looking at expanding our road network this way. So, let's go ahead and I do kind of want to keep that spacing. If I go out, let's put some turn these back on again. So if I go back out by one, and I can run all the way along here like this. That'll be far enough. Down by one, and then that there is a continuation of that road there, and then we'll do the same on this side. So we'll go out by one, we'll go across, in by one, and there we go. We've got our other side of the highway roundabout perfectly aligned to where it needs to be. You found the sales disappointing today. There's not quite as many games on there that I thought there would be. You know, big games. There are a lot of smaller games. I was also looking at potentially upgrading to Extra from Essential on PS Plus, and there's only like 5 or 6 games that I'd be interested in playing if I did the upgrade. So I figured it's probably not worth it. Not for the £56 or so it's going to cost me to upgrade the remaining year and a half on my package. There we go. There's our connector there. Let's build a road coming off this way. We'll just go straight off to start with. We've got the potential now of breaking that off and connecting up here as well, if we wanted to. Bring that around this way. And then we want something to come off this way as well. Obviously we've got the mountain there, so we want to be a little bit more curved with that one. Let's go to there. And let's do that. And now we want to look at bringing this down into this area here. So when I get to here, I think what we'll do is we'll probably terminate it just over the other side of the river. Is PS Plus free? No, it's not. PS Plus, there are 3 tiers. There's the Essential tier, which is £50 a year. Then there is the Extra tier, which is I think £90, which gives you access to the game catalogue, the PlayStation game catalogue, and the Ubisoft Classics catalogue. And then there is the I can't remember what they call it now, but the top tier, which gives you access to the PlayStation Classics as well. And I think a couple of premium, PlayStation Plus Premium, that gives you access to the Classics catalogue, so some classic old PS1, PS2 games, and I think it lets you stream some PS3 games as well, with what used to be PS Now sort of zoned into it. I'm sure Farah can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Yeah, it's not. I personally don't think premium's worth it. I mean, you get earlier access to some games, so things like God of War Ragnarok, I think you can get on premium, but if you've still got the old retro systems, just break those out. Right, so where are we going to terminate this? And how are we going to terminate it? Do we terminate it with the roundabout, or do we just bring it to a to a focal point. This is going to be a tricky one. I think what I'll do actually as well, because we've got a little dip here. If I think about this, we've got the money, so money's not really an issue. I'm going to pause as well, so that we can undo this without losing money. How long's the stream tonight? Probably about another 2 hours. Let's elevate this up. And then we can have roads coming through underneath on this side as well. So let's try and do that again over here. I'll try and match the heights where I can. And a little dip on that side. Pretty good. If you want 112 million, I think we should all get games rooms. Alright, so how do we bring this down now? Do we want to have a roundabout that brings everything off, or do we want to just maybe have an end connection that splits things off? Let's upgrade these roads just so that we can actually see these at the right size. So, 2-lane highway, upgrades. There we go. So we've got our highway in. Let's change direction where we need to. That's all good. That's all good. That's not so good. Change. There we go. This is all the wrong way around. So is this. Alright, there we go. Has the classic Metal Gear Solid collection gone on yet or not? What do I mark out a path before I replace the road? I just find it easier, you know, especially if you're if you're planning on doing an immediate upgrade to the road network, then or you want the road to go into immediate service, then yeah, it's probably better to just build it straight away. Money's not really an issue at the moment. As you can see, we've got a lot of money. But normally I like to build in this stuff because this is really, really cheap road, and then, you know, I can press play and let it run for a little while, and then when that road becomes needed, then I can go ahead and press it into service a bit more. But yeah, we're trying something a little bit different here. So I think what we'll do here, also I find in terms of highway, I find regular road easier to work with. It's a little bit more predictable than highway. So if we want to have a road that kind of runs along here, which is what I'm thinking, I do kind of want some more waterfront property along here like this. And then obviously along this way as well, like that. Let's bring this in a little bit further, and then we'll have a road that kind of branches everything off here. Metal Gear Solid 4 was PS3, Snake Eater was PS2, I believe. I did see something interesting about the new Delta game, actually. They're not inviting the voice actors back. They're just going to recycle all of the original audio and just reuse it line for line. They're not going to record any new dialogue at all. It's just going to copy-paste all the old dialogue straight from the old game. So I'm a little disappointed by that. They're going to spend all that money on it, but they're not going to invite back any of the voice actors. They're just going to recycle the old lines. Kojima's definitely not involved. That's been confirmed. So, yeah, I'm a little concerned. I mean, there's been some pretty good advancements in audio quality in the last 15 years. Just how good was the original source recording? Right, I think I want my main road to kind of run at this sort of angle. Am I going to be playing Railway Empire 2? Not sure. I had hoped that Calypso would furnish me with a copy like they did with the first one, but they have decided not to for whatever reason. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have the spare funds for that with F1 Manager 23 coming out at some point in the next couple of months and other stuff as well. Yeah, no, Hideo Kojima is definitely not involved. This is pure Konami, and you know, Konami have shown very little regard for the franchise that is beloved by a lot of people, which makes me nervous. Puts a little kink in it. Not what I want. Don't want to get kinky. Not yet, anyway. Make do like that, I think. So what was the gap? It was 48 meters. Yeah, I've been concerned with how little regard Konami has had for some of their some of the franchises that they own. Yeah, I mean, it took them a long time to do something with the Resi projects that people were asking or screaming for. People have been crying out for a new Dino Crisis game. That's not coming, by the look of it. The way they treated Kojima during Metal Gear 5 led to him, you know, leaving the company and forming his own studios. It's just, yeah, Konami worry me. I'm not 100% convinced they're going to do the right thing with Delta by the fans. All right, so here we go. We've got our ramps here, so we can now go ahead and bring this down. And then the same on the other side. There we go. There's our end to our big freeway connection over there. That's going to run all the way through the centre like that to the main big intersection over there. And obviously we can bring some stuff off around the sides. We've got room for roads to cut underneath. We've got a railway connection here as well. That's all looking pretty good. Let's start building something over here. I think now as well, now that money is no longer really an issue, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to plan stuff out using standard road like this. It's just a little bit easier. We're going to go a little bit grid based over here. Let's have a little bit of a gap between the main connection before we actually start bringing stuff out. Of course it goes straight through the tunnels. That's okay, we can work around that. Out again! Worst luck. That didn't help. There we go. A new SnowRunner game would be... I just never really got into SnowRunner. I was really excited for it. I got it when it came out, and I never got into it. For whatever reason, I couldn't play it. It didn't really retain my attention. I mean, it grabbed my attention at the start, but I lost interest in it very quickly. Which I wasn't expecting at all, because I really, really loved MudRunner. One of my most enjoyable platinums. And I've barely played SnowRunner. I keep meaning to go back to it at some point, but just haven't, because there's just no desire to play it. And I don't know why. It's not like it's a bad game, by all accounts, you know. It just didn't do it for me. Oh, I've platinumed the game, therefore you have to platinum it. Have I insulted your honour? Alright, there we go. So we've got our zoning worked out. Alright, Shepard. Was it similar to MudRunner but with snow? No, not at all. Right, so how big is the road? It is 216. It's going to be easier to just do it this way. What Yardy? How you doing? You nearly purchased Diablo 4 today. Yeah, I saw something about licensing problems, but I didn't really. I just saw a headline. I didn't actually see the article. What is it? Is it just not registering people's purchases properly? Are they buying it and still not being able to actually play it? Is that what's going on? Right, I'm trying to plan this district out before we really get to this whole area out, before we get too bogged down in other bits and bobs. So I want to try and just put in all my pathways. I want to try and get my that's not going to work, is it? Okay. Let's bring this down at a steeper angle, perhaps. That's pretty steep. That's a bit too steep. Yeah, it's not good when you have issues like that, especially on a full price expensive game. Come on, let me select the square. I had it for a second. Ah, there it was. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Give me the square I want. That's the one I want. It won't give it to me. It keeps flashing over it every now and again, and it's just like, that's the one I'm trying to get to. Alright, there's an easy way around this. So, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Path. I'm overthinking this. There. just do that instead. Okay, we are making some progress. This music makes me feel a little Final Fantasy X like. What about the rest of you? It seems a little reminiscent of Final Fantasy X. I don't know, maybe it's just me having played so much of that game. And I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be 10, it could be any Final Fantasy game really, from say 7 onwards. Which platinum you don't think you're going to match me on? Final Fantasy X? It's, yeah. Well, I mean, for the most part, they're okay. It's just there's a couple of little bits, you know, specifically like the Chocobo racing, more than anything else. And the butterfly race can be a bit frustrating, but that's not too bad. The Chocobo racing's the worst. That's the worst part of fully upgrading the Celestials. Everything else isn't too bad. What's my game of the year so far in 2023? I haven't really bought any new games this year, I don't think. Trying to think what I've got. I'm going to just potentially mess up my stream a second here. You might get a blue screen. Just having a look. Can you still hear me? Okay, so I'm just having a look at my library. I don't think I bought a game that came out this year yet. Not 100% certain. I'm looking at my library. The games I've been playing a lot of, Alien Fireteam Elite, that's now a year and a half old. Pushing 2 years, actually. End Zone, I think that came out last year. Been playing that a lot recently. Helldivers, that's 8-9 years old, that game. I just started playing that again for the first time in many years this last week or two with my buddies. That's a lot of fun there. Obviously F1 Manager, that came out last year. City Skylines Remastered, I suppose you could say that that's new this year, so maybe that one. In terms of games that came out in 2023, that's the only one I think that I've been playing. So it would by default have to be this one. Although that doesn't feel fair because it's the game I probably spend the least playing out of the ones I just listed. Right, let's go ahead and zone in some stuff. I'm not going to put anything just there. I don't want to put anything too close. Well, I could maybe put some offices there, actually. Let's do that. And I could even have offices like that as well. Offices don't really suffer as badly with the noise complaints as residential. So let's have a nice big office area through there. Oh, I need to put piping in, don't I? So let's see. That will cover both of those, so I don't really need that there. I can put the pipe there. Yeah, I should be able to get away with that. I don't think that's going to be an issue there. If I could only play 3 games for the rest of my life. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to go ahead and say F1 Manager 23. No, because it's been announced. Because I've put over 1,000 hours into F1 Manager 22 and having a better version of what I already really enjoy playing makes sense. I don't know, if you'd asked me that question about 4 years ago, I would have easily have said Farming Simulator. Now, no, that's not even in consideration. I don't know. I mean, there's so many games I love, but I love them because I don't play them all the time. And the thing that prolongs a game for me as well isn't just the game itself, but who I'm playing with. So I'll give you an example. I'm starting to get bored of Alien Fireteam Elite, and if I'm honest, I've been a little bored of it for a while, but I have a lot of fun playing with the people I play with, and that keeps us going. But we've switched over to Helldivers in the last week or two, and none of us are jonesing to play some Fireteam. We all really like playing Fireteam together, but none of us are, worried about the fact that we haven't played Fireteam much in the last couple of weeks because we've been playing Helldivers. When I played Destiny, the original Destiny, I was in a clan, and the clan I helped found, and I had a big falling out with some of the other members of the clan, including the other founders, and I just quit. I quit the clan, and I pretty much stopped playing the game within about a month because I wasn't playing with the people that I enjoyed playing with anymore. I mean, that game, there was so little content in the original Destiny in year one that I burned through it so quickly, playing it pretty much every day, that it came to a point where I had no interest in playing the game because I didn't have that social connection anymore. And it's the social connection that makes those games last longer, makes them better than they are. So yeah, games that I would love to play if I could only pick 3 games for the rest of my life. I'm going to be a little cheaty. I'm gonna pick the Mass Effect trilogy as 1 game. I'm gonna pick the Metal Gear Solid collection as 1 game, and then probably probably F1 Manager. And those would be the 3 games, I think, because I enjoy those games. Mass Effect would give me that first-person shooter fix every now and then that I feel like getting some first-person shooting done. But also, it's a fantastic game. I absolutely adore it. I haven't played it again since I platinumed it when it came out, and I probably won't pick it up again for another year or 2 yet, because I don't want to burn myself out on a game that I love by just playing it endlessly and ruining it. So next time I pick it up, I want to have that love for it again. I want to have that real desire to play it. And if I would just played it endlessly over and over again, then that would disappear. I would lose that. And I really don't want that. You really hope they remake the Mass Effect trilogy again? Why? Oh, you mean remake rather than remaster? No, they're fine as they are. That worked perfectly fine as a remaster. They don't need to be remade. They really don't. Not everything needs a remake. Now, if you want to talk about a Metal Gear game that needs a remake, it's not Snake Eater, it's Metal Gear Solid. That game deserves a remake. Snake Eater is a classic. It's a great game, but Metal Gear Solid deserves a remake. That game is just supreme. And, they could do something really special on a PS5 compared to the PS1. They're doing a remaster of Fallout 4? Are you serious? That game does not need a remaster. Bethesda just love to keep pumping out the same game over and over again. I loved Fallout 4, and I platinumed it within 2 weeks of it coming out. But that does not need a remaster. It really does not. Snake Eater is the first game in the series that opens up for Metal Gear Solid to be remade. Well, yeah, technically, but What's my favourite ever game? I've played way too many games over way too many years to have an out-and-out favourite. I've got a list of contenders. Metal Gear Solid being right up there. But yeah, I don't have a favourite of all time. It's just I've played too many games. It's like me asking you what to name the best meal you ever had, date and time. Down to the very last detail. It's impossible. I mean, you can have. Or when did you ever laugh the hardest? At a joke. I mean, you've had so many jokes that you've absolutely belly laughed at and all that stuff. But which was the joke that made you laugh the most? You can't really quantify that. It was a joke that made you laugh maybe the most at the time, not so much anymore. Other jokes might be funnier now. It's a subjective list, but I mean there are always going to be some games that truly stay magical. For me, Metal Gear Solid is one of those games. Final Fantasy X is kind of one of those games. It was unfinished business for me because when I had it on the PS2, I got broken into. Someone stole my PlayStation, and the memory card that had my save file, my 140-hour save file, was also on that, and I lost that as well. So, getting the Platinum Trophy on Final Fantasy X Remastered was unfinished business for me. It was finishing the game off because I'd already done a couple of the Aeon battles. And I'd already done all of the celestial weapons, and then obviously I just lost the game. The game, I still had the disc. The disc didn't get stolen, but the console went. My memory card that was plugged into it went, and I lost all my progress, and I never had the heart to start again. So when the remastered copy came out, that was, as I say, unfinished business for me. But I mean, I love that game, especially playing Blitzball. I had so much fun playing Blitzball. How about a retro night one day of the week? Well, I don't have a particularly good PC. My laptop is old and barely functions, so I can't stream from a computer. I don't have an Elgato card either, capture card. I stream directly from the PS4, or now directly from the PS5. So that's the only way I can stream. So if the retro game isn't available for me to play, bearing in mind I'm not paying for PlayStation Premium just for a couple of classics, it's not really a viable idea. I mean, it'd be nice to do like a Throwback Thursday stream, but so many games I just don't have the ability to stream anymore. I mean, I don't even have my PS2 anymore. I think I got rid of that now a while ago. I still got my PS3, but again, no way to broadcast while I'm playing. Again. There we go. I'm gonna have to just manually curve it, I think. We'll do something over there, not sure what yet. Alright, we're starting to take some shape. Let's put in a water facility over here. Because we've obviously got to supply water to this area, and let's look at maybe doing some sort of power to this area as well. Plus we do need to think about getting some bridges over here, maybe get another industrial area up and running. Let's see, that thin island in the middle, that's my downtown area. That's going to be my high density stuff. We've got area over here for farming, so we could do some farming over there. We could maybe do a logging industry just here. I don't really want to get into minerals, stuff that runs out, so I just want to have renewables, so trees, and we've got plenty of those over here. Let's go in and plan a logging industry for here. I'll tidy up the boundaries at some other time. Oop. We've got linden trees and we've got the linden complex. That's worked out quite well. There we go. Lots of trees. So that should make that very foresty now. Yes, there we go. Right, so we've got a road coming off here. Let's use this space here to put our water treatment plant in, maybe. Or maybe I should do that here, next to the actual river. That might make more sense. So let's go with where's the quayside stuff? Is that going to be in terraforming? That's walls and fences. Here we go. This is what I was looking for, seawalls. I think. Not sure if that's the right aesthetic. It's the right idea, but it's the wrong aesthetic. So let's just go with this. So let's plonk in. Yeah, that's a bit more in keeping with what I'm looking for. Do I make canals much on cities? I did on a previous city when we had the natural disasters. That should be up on the channel. It wasn't Jim's build. It was whatever came after that, I think. But we built this storm drain canal system that kind of worked, kind of didn't, and then I would just send tsunamis in every now and again just for shits and giggles. That was at JBPG City, thank you. We need 15,000 for that advanced water inlets. We can go ahead and put in an advanced eco water treatment. Again, we need money for that. We are going to put some tank reservoirs in and a pumping service. So I need to try and get these roads lined up the way I need them. That's going to be a little... actually, we can snap off this, can't we? That's nice. This is something similar to what we did with JBPG City, actually. We built this little water treatment area with a couple of pumping stations and some reservoir tanks. There we go, and then we can have a water treatment facility next to that once we unlock it. Doesn't seem to be a lot of micromanagement in this game. There can be, well, it's not a huge amount of micromanagement, but I mean, you can start getting all sorts of problems. Plus, some of the trophies do require you to do some very specific things. You know, have a really bad crime rate, have a really good crime rate, have perfect happiness for X amount of for like 5 years straight, or 95% happiness for 5 years straight. There are some really tricky, difficult trophies to mess about with. I'll do my usual thing of pipes along the roads. So yeah, you can go into micromanagement in terms of budget a little bit and policies, things like that, but it doesn't have to be that complicated, and you can keep it simple, but the option is there to really go a bit more granular if you really want to. So we've got our water facility there. Let's build our forestry area over here. So let's start putting some roads in first of all. Actually, let's just go straight to these roads. I can't remember the size of some of the stuff over here. Let's have a look. Just going to plonk this down here just to unlock the smaller stuff. There we go. That's the main building, isn't it? Another thing I want to do, given that this is an area where if the trees catch fire, the whole area is going to just go up in smoke, is we are going to go with the natural disasters firefighter helicopter pad. So that is there. Fire helicopter depot. Because they can just grab water from the river right there and then spray it on the trees. We're going to want that alongside an existing fire station, which is tiny in comparison. And we're going to want some security on site as well, so we'll have a small police station to act as site security. Let's go ahead and finish our roads. Want this to come straight down this way, like so. This, I want to bring this off here. Like that. There we go. So we've got the very small beginnings of our little forestry area. I say let's go ahead and actually we've got to get this all connected up, haven't we? We need power as well. Can't forget the power. But let's start seeing if we can get some of this stuff to start, you know, working. Maybe get some people spawning in the area that we've just built. Start dropping in some services over there as well. I'll throw a pipe over the river. At least see if we can, you know, get some people in this part of the map that we've been working on for the last however long we've been working on it for, before the end of the night. Okay, so just checking the roads. No issue with the roads, they're all going the right way. This needs to be finished upgrading. I'm going to go to 2-lane highway off the roundabout. If we're on 3-lane, no, we're on 2-lane, good. Upgrades. Oops, upgraded the wrong bit of road there. We can fix it. Oh no, I don't want that. That's the wrong road as well. This is all too... Not only did I upgrade the wrong piece of road, I upgraded it with the wrong type of road. Oh, god damn it. Right, there we go. Let's go back to there, fix that. Where was the other bit that I screwed up? There it is. Okay. So let's change direction on these bits that need to be have direction. Actually, let's do the slip roads first. Then we can do all of the direction change where it needs to be done. change that. Alright, here we go. So, change direction. That's all going the right way. That's going the wrong way. That's good, that's good, that's good. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Okay, let's throw in power. Ooh, solar updraft tower. It's 320 megawatts. No, 240 megawatts output. Why not? Let's throw that in there. It won't quite fit there. Let's try one of these solar updraft towers. Let's get some power lines. So good to see a city with left-hand traffic. Yeah, I'm British. You know, we drive on the left. It makes sense for me to just do what I know. I'm not sure why so many others are almost scared of two-lane traffic, left-hand traffic, but yeah, a lot of people just go right-hand. I don't know, I mean, the game does seem set up for right-hand traffic more than left-hand traffic, which isn't great, but there's not a lot you can do about that, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if I could get over the highway, which is why I built that extra little part of the triangle. So I've got power from there to there to there. Oh, no power from here to here. There we go. This will bring power down into our central area over here. That is now at the wrong height. It's a shame you can't do underground power lines. I have to go above ground like that. Just give them a little bit of separation from that junction. That's good there. Take that off there as well. And there as well. Take a couple of lines off there. A couple off there. There we go. Got some nice little mini office sections just there. Again, we'll do office down here too. Got a lot of demand for industrial, so it makes sense to throw in offices over here. Oh, that's high density. I don't want high density here. There we go. Let's sit back and see how long it takes for something to actually pop up over here. And we've got some people moving in. They've got no services yet. There's no police, there's no fires, no education, no health, nothing over here at all. Just want to get some people in. Then we can start looking at dropping some other stuff in. Used to play a lot of Farm Together with friends, but they stopped updating it. Yeah, never played it. I'm guessing that's a PC game. We are draining the river. I've got way too many of those switched on. Let's turn a couple of those off. Oh, I haven't got sewage. Whoops. We've got the input, but not the output taken care of. Let's just throw a couple of these down until we can do something better. Will I be playing the Jurassic Park game next month? Probably not, because I've already platinumed it. I got that game when it came out. So I don't know. There's not a lot left for me to really do on that. I haven't got any of the DLCs, and I'm not paying for them until they come out in a bundle, because their DLCs are always expensive for what you get. They've had a lot of extra bits in with some free updates as well, but yeah, I just don't have the hunger to play Jurassic World Evolution 2 again yet. Evening, Totes. Evening, Dubo. Hope that answers your question. Right, we are way above our power budget, way above our water capability. So let's also turn that one off. I'm a little concerned by how little water is actually escaping through this one pump here. The whole thing's going. You find it difficult to do the Jurassic difficulty challenge. Well, if you want to get the part-time, then that's cool. But if you want to get the trophies, you don't need to beat the part-time. You just need to complete the challenge. You can take as long as you need. I have beaten the part-times, I think all of them, or maybe not one of, just one of them that hasn't been done. Until they've obviously done more stuff. I don't know if I've beaten the new stuff or not. I don't know if they've added in new stuff or not. I'll have to have a check at some point. What else are we way over budget on? Okay, let's up these while I think about it for when we do put these in. We can definitely get more money out of our industries. Sorry, our offices. Budgets. Let's drop the power budget right down. And the water budget right down. That's a bit better. Oh, I've dropped the power budget too much. Let's push it back up a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's better. About to get some power hooking up over here. Let's go in and start dropping in a few services over here to help people out as well. Yeah, I've been keeping up with what some of the new stuff does. I do watch Evolution Square every now and again. When new content comes out, it's nice to see breakdowns of what's going to be in the packs without having to read through all of the waffle on Frontier websites. What am I looking for? Leisure parks. Here we go. Let's drop a park in there. We'll squeeze a park in there. There we go, we've got power connecting over there. Still got big demand for commercial, so let's zone a bit more of that in. Got some space just here. There's also no reason why I couldn't put some over here as well. Let's do that. In fact, I'll expand that slightly as well. And we'll put in some temporary power lines over here. Is the city going to be renamed? It is. Start leaving suggestions. I will take suggestions from you guys as to what to call this city. We've got some real death care issues going on over here. Yeah, we need. I don't have the crematorium yet. Oh, a lot of people very, very thirsty. Did I not zone water over there? Or have I just run out of pumping capacity? It might just be that. Let's see, we've got one cemetery there. Let's have a cemetery over here in the... Oh, no, I've got a park there. Let's put a cemetery there in the village. Oh, this is sewage issues. Why? Why are there sewage issues? Everything's connected up. Why isn't my sewage working? These guys don't have water? Got plenty of power, it's not a power issue. Why am I having those issues? Yeah, look, see, it's just stopping. Am I too far from the water supply? Is that the problem? It's just abandoned the whole area. I've got two separate areas of water, of course, yeah, I hadn't connected them up. Thank you. Didn't even think of that. Right, until we can come up with a better solution or a more practical solution, I just want to get this sorted out quickly. I'm just going to go ahead and run a straight line. Yeah, that solved it instantly. Thank you, TB3. I completely didn't even think about that. Like I said, it's been a very long time since I played, so a little out of practice. But we've lost Oriental Park, which also needs to be renamed, as does Prospect Garden. So yeah, start coming up with some name suggestions. Fells Run, no. We're not going to do Fells Run. I do want to connect my two power zones up for the same reason as the water that we were having issues. We're going to have issues with the power as well. There we go. Well, let's build a secondary connector just as a redundancy. There we go. Perfect. I could do with expanding my garbage collection services as well. Let's see. What do I really want? I kind of want to put that in somewhere that's not going to have too negative an impact. I think what I'll do is I'll repurpose this little block here. So let's dezone that residential there and that residential there. Let's go ahead and drop in a little waste management service area over here. not going to please the shops, but tough. Yeah, a lot of empty people. That's not good. Oh, we killed half the village. Well, they've got a crematorium over there. Sorry, a cemetery, so they'll just be busy for a bit. Right, let's put some services in over here, because we desperately need them. Let's put in some cold storage here. Opposite the park. Let's go ahead and put in a big police station. Let's go with the... do we go with the high capacity police department? No, we'll save that for the downtown area. We'll just go with these ones. So we want a good place to put these. I'm thinking along here. Same for the fire department on the opposite side of the roads. We are going to need a hospital, I think. A high capacity hospital, which looks pretty cool, but it's way more than we need. Don't really want to go with that hospital. It looks a bit naff, in my opinion. Let's have a look at the content creator hospitals, if there are any. Got a general hospital, 65,000 rat cash. Alright, we are slowly starting to see some nice growth over here. Getting a little bit of cash in. We've got to get this area repopulated. You can see some buildings going back in quite quickly already. What have we got over here? The village is still suffering a little bit. Everything over there is not too bad. Everything over here is coming in quite nicely. We've stopped parting the Red Sea over here. That's good. You recently got the extra SSD memory. Yeah, I got myself an SSD a few months back as well. They are fantastic. I got the 2 terabyte Western Digital Black on a sale, and at the end of March, I think it was. And moving 500 gigabytes of games off my PS5 hard drive onto the SSD took me about 5 minutes at most. It was really quick, ridiculously quick. Right, we should probably think about maybe an intercity bus service from this area down to here at some point. What we got here? A large elementary school. Yeah, we should definitely put a big school in over here. Let's plonk that there. Oh, that's a very large elementary school. I do like it has the big playground at the back though. That's kind of cool. Don't need a plastic surgery centre. That's just a bit too much. Crematorium Memorial Park. Yeah, I don't need one of those. Yeah, I've got the external for the PS4 as well. I've got the 2 terabyte official one. I think that's Western Digital as well. No, that's Seagate. I think Seagate did the official one. It's the one with the blue cover. And I had an old 1 terabyte which I've got in a box in a drawer somewhere now. I upgraded to a 2 terabyte a couple of years ago. I actually had to get 2 because the first one I ordered just broke instantly, so I had to send it back and got a replacement. So I've got all my PS4 stuff on my external drive and then my PS5 stuff on my SSD. Okay, we're making a loss. Need more people to move in and start giving me tax money. There we go. Back in profit again. Population started to climb again. Trash is being taken care of. Land values aren't stellar at the moment, but they're getting there bit by bit. We do need health services. I'm waiting for this general hospital. I could take out a loan, but I don't really want to do it. Jimsbridge? Maybe. We've done JBPG, we've done Jimsville. How about something with Bob? How about Bob's Bridge? Bobtopia. Bobsburg. Out of the 3, that's the one that I prefer at the moment, but keep the suggestions coming. Doesn't have to be specifically Bob. It could be a play on Bob. Traffic seems to be okay over here. It's a little bit... Let's do something with the junctions, actually. Let's give priority to people coming off. Make the slip roads wait. There we go. Bob along. I'm surprised no one says Bob a job. It's Bob a job week. That takes me back to when I was a kid. Do they still call it Bob a job week at the Scouts? Right, it was Cubs back then. You had Cubs and Scouts. Now I think it's just Cub Scouts, isn't it? All one age range. I don't know. But yeah, back when I was in the Cubs, it was Bob a Job Week. Go around doing. I actually was thinking about that about a few weeks ago. You would go around and do odd jobs for your neighbours for like 50p or £1 or whatever, a couple of quid. Of course, that was over 30 years ago. We'll leave it at that. Well over 30 years ago. So money was a lot more valuable for 50p than it is now. Bobbington. Yeah, Bobbington sounds good. Kids don't understand the pressure of deleting save games off your memory card. Oh god, yeah. I remember the old days where you couldn't save at all. It was a case of, if you don't complete it in one go, that's it. And then with cartridges, you started to get the ability to save. But back on the days of the Commodore and the Spectrum, that was it, I think you could create, on certain games, you could put in a blank tape or something to create a save file. So you had to load the game and then load a separate save file off another cassette. It was very time consuming. I mean, that's in the days when it took 5 minutes plus to load the game. A few younger whippersnappers out there who have played, who don't know what I'm talking about, but have played GTA Vice City, that loading introduction, where you get the blue screen and the typing, and then you get the wavy line, the coloured lines on the side of the screen. That's a Commodore 64 loading screen. But it used to take 5 minutes for that shit to load, not 10 seconds. And you had to, put your cassette player, put your cassette in the cassette deck, and have it linked up with an ear cable. And sometimes you get these bitmap images that would load up while the game was loading. Other times you just got wavy lines and screechy noises like you were listening to dial-up on the internet. Another thing you young whippersnappers will know nothing about. Oh, dial-up. How we loved and hated you in equal measure. We loved that you gave us the internet. We hated that you were just awful. The 128K with a cassette deck built in. Yeah, I had a 48K, which you needed a separate tape deck. It was just the 48K was just like the keyboard, and then any old tape player could work if it had the right port. Yeah, the 128 had a built-in tape deck, and obviously had 128K of memory as opposed to just 48K of memory. Hence the 48K and 128K. I do remember the old Apple Macintoshes that we used at school when I was a kid, in middle school for the occasional after-school gaming club, and they were the 5 1/4 inch floppy disks. Those great big monstrosities, not the 3.5 inch hard disks. That everyone just thinks is just the save icon. That actually is based on what we used to save shit on. Little floppy disks, or little we called them floppy disks, but they weren't proper floppy disks. They were the hard disks, and then the floppy disk was the 5 1/4 inch. which was very thin and spindly and very easy to snap if you weren't careful. Or too rough with them. Right, we've got the money for our hospital now. Let's go ahead and drop that in. Let's put that in over here, I think. Go on, squeeze in. There you go. Of course, the position of the sun means we can't see the front of the building because it's just in shade. That's not fantastic. Let's change the time of day, see if we can rotate the angle, get a look at the front of it, because I've not used this asset before. There we go. This is a Korean hospital by the look of it. Okay. Japanese content. Is it Japanese? I thought that was part of the Korea expansion. I mean, if I go to districts, I've got the Heart of Korea stuff. I don't have the Japanese pack, so maybe it's from that. Yeah, I don't think I have the Heart of Japan stuff. There's the Heart of Korea stuff. There is a Japanese content creator pack, I believe, but I don't think I've got it. I know there's definitely a Koreatown pack. That one I have got. I got that in a bundle with something else. I probably wouldn't have got it on my own, but as I say, it came bundled with something else that I wanted. Let's zone in some more housey bits. That's the official technical term there for you, Farah. Housey bits. So we've got health, fire and police. We've got, in terms of education, we've got the elementary school in. We need a high school. We're way under capacity on high schools. High capacity high school? This thing's going to be big, isn't it? That's probably also going to be from the Heart of Korea pack, I would imagine. You can hear the pings of everyone going, yay! Somewhere to actually learn stuff. You won't repeat my technical term from last night. Yeah. That is the centre for people who can't read and want to learn. Can't read good and want to learn good and do stuff. I can't remember what they called it now. trying to remember. Yeah, we can get our teenagers out of the house. Let me just go back a little bit. Let's go with Bobbington. Bobbington is the name I think so far that I kind of like the most out of all the ones we've had. So let's go to options. There is a way somewhere to rechange the name. It is City Info, I think. Where is it? No. There, rename. There we go. Bobbington. There we go. So we've got our education taken care of now. Let's take a look at what else we need to start thinking about. Got plenty of high school, plenty of elementary. We do need a university. Have we got the university unlocked yet? Yes, we do, but we just can't afford it. Can I afford a campus? Faculty, there we go. Let's throw a faculty in. Can't quite squeeze two in. I can get a second one in just there. And I've got the money for it. We are losing money again. Our budget might be a bit too high. I don't know. Let's have a look. High school budget is way over budget. I might get rid of that, and I'll get rid of that as well. Let's put in cheaper educational facilities that aren't going to cost us a fortune to run. Got to wait for the money to come back in. Climbing the social ladder trophy. Have a citizen educated from level 3 to 0. To level 3 from 0. Doesn't make sense the other way around. Let's go with a regular sized elementary school just there. Our budget should still be good. Oh, no, we're still below capacity. Let's put another one in over here then. When we got the money for it. Making a lot of money now though. Well, we were briefly. Yeah, if I put in a second high school and just bump the budget a little bit. Education, there it is. Let's bump the budget up to 125. Power's getting a little bit close. Water's getting a little bit close. Let's up those budgets slightly. There we go. Industries DLC is great for making money. Yeah, it is a great way to supplement the income of your city. I need more workers to get up to another level, so I need to put in some more forestry. There we go. I got some different trees and they match as well. That's quite cool. I need water for them. You recommend? Yeah, I was going to put another sawmill in over this side. Put a small log yard. I don't have the money for a small log yard just yet. Oh, awesome. There we go. I got the worker barracks. That's what I wanted as well. Sort of storage. Oh wow, the barracks is huge. Did not expect it to be that big. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Uncharted games. I haven't played 4 yet. I still haven't got round to playing 4. Or Lost Legacy. I've got them both. I bought 4 when it was on sale and then upgraded to the PS5 version for like a $5. I haven't played either version yet, but I did love 1, 2 and 3. I've got the remastered versions of 1, 2 and 3 as well. I haven't really played those much either. Right, games I do need to go back to at some point. I've got so many games that I need to play. I say this all the time, but it's true. Right, I'm probably going to move that sawmill, but I'll leave it there for now. That'll do. That's enough for our forestry, I think, to at least get us towards the next level. Oh no, I need more workers. Okay, so let's go ahead and just throw in enough stuff so it can level up. Small tree saplings will not fit in the gap that I created. Lovely stuff. Relocate the barracks to there. Where's my main building? Let's relocate that. Let's put that opposite the barracks. if I play Uncharted before The Witcher 3, there'll be words. Well, I have attempted The Witcher 3 on a few occasions, or I haven't even attempted Uncharted 4. So, yeah, you can take those words and stick them, because I've already fulfilled your requirements. You didn't say anything about completing it. That's a sawmill, small log yard, sawdust storage. Okay, so let's go and throw in a sawmill over here. We don't have the money. All right, we're going to take out a loan just so I can get this stuff done. Let's take out a big loan. Throw all this stuff in. Let it make some money for me. Hopefully. Better make some money for me, or else I'm going to be in financial doo-doo. There we go. That should be enough jobs to get our thing leveled up quite nicely. Workers needed. I've only got two. I've got enough workers. Well, hang on. We've only just built these things. People haven't necessarily moved in yet. Let's add some more residential over here, because we've got more demand for people to move in and pay me money. And I'm all about them moving in and paying me money. That's not enough educated workers, I think, isn't it? Oh, not enough customers. Well, we've got more people moving in to pay you money as well as me money, so we're getting there. Go ahead and put that school in as well now. And a playground right next to it to service both schools. There we go. Let's take a little overview of our city. So we've added in this really nice big area over here. We've got our big main connection running all the way from over here. Looks like we have rebuilt this area after we kind of accidentally killed everybody. Oh, station's on fire! The station's burning to pieces. Here come the the rescue helicopters. A lot of people are getting on the train saying, let's get the flock out of here. Because they're farming type people. Shall we stop here? Oh, nope, they're on fire. Let's just keep going. Run away! Yeah, the helicopters are dumping water on it. They're fine. We've got our nice little forestry area here. There's a lot of traffic right now. That'll settle down. But yeah, it's a little busy right now. We've built a nice little water area with a big power source here as well. We've built a nice beginnings of an area over here. We've got our little coastal road going over there. We've got some space to build some stuff here and put some bridges going over the water. I think we've actually done, you know, quite well. I mean, we spent a long time just drawing in roads, but I think it was worth it. I'm very pleased with how things have turned out tonight. And this seems like a good place for us to call it a night. So that's the end of tonight's stream. We'll be back with some more City Skylines on Monday. And then Tuesday you'll see the return of F1 Manager and the resumption of Challenge Mode. So until then, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like. And until then, I will see you all with some more City Skylines very soon.